"You're finished at Carter and Sons." That was the cold voicemail my mom left. I shot back, "Let's see who really goes down." Within 24 hours, 50 missed calls, and all their secrets came crashing out. "Don't you dare pin this on me!" Ray's voice cracked, sharp as glass. Her wine glass shook in her hand before she slammed it onto the table. Red liquid splashed across the wood, dripping like blood. Dad's fist came down just as hard. "You've bled this family dry, Ray. Don't stand there and act innocent." The chandelier rattled above us. A plate trembled on the edge of the table. Mom sat quiet at the far end, twisting her ring again and again until her knuckles were pale. She looked like she wanted to vanish into the chair. I leaned against the doorframe, silent, watching. I'd seen this scene before, too many times. But then Ray's eyes darted across the room straight to me. Her lips curled into a bitter smile. "This is your fault, Levi. You ruined us. All of it." The whole room turned to look at me, the quiet one, the useless one, and for the first time in years, I didn't look away. Name's Levi Hale, 26, the youngest, the afterthought. For years, I've been the silent one in this house, not because I had nothing to say, but because no one wanted to hear it. Dad always told me, strong men don't whine, they get over it. So I learned to keep things inside. My words, my anger, even my truth. But silence isn't peace, it's weight, and I've been carrying it for too damn long. Tonight, though, I can feel something breaking, like glass cracking under pressure. Because here's what they don't know. I've been holding a truth that could bury every single one of them. Family members introduced Ray Hale, 29. My sister, the kind of person who cuts people down before they can cut her. She talks like every word is a weapon. She doesn't shout to be heard. She shouts because silence terrifies her. Jonas Hale, 55. My father, a man who built a business with his bare hands and then used those same hands to push everyone else aside. He waves me off the way you'd swat a fly. Always has. Marla Hale, 52. My mother. She cries quietly, like a habit. Her apologies come quicker than her sentences. But she's always been the one to look away when truth gets ugly. Tonight, they looked like a broken painting. Pieces that never fit, all trapped in the same frame. Jonas jabbed a finger toward Ray. "You think you're entitled to anything? You're nothing but a taker." Ray scoffed, shaking her head. "Better me than Levi. At least I've done something with my life." My jaw tightened. I didn't respond. Not yet. But I felt it then. That pull in the air. Someone was hiding more than they wanted to. And it was about to slip. Money. It always came back to money. Tonight it was the house, the deed, the business tied to it. Jonas roared. "The property was supposed to stay in the family. Your mother and I built this with our sweat." Ray laughed bitterly. "Your sweat? You mean the lies and the gambling? You lost the right to call this yours a long time ago." The room stank of whiskey. Papers littered the table, half-crumpled envelopes, unpaid bills. I studied them quietly. They think I don't see it. But I've watched this game all my life. Then Ray made the mistake. She turned to Dad, spitting out words too fast. "It's not like Mom doesn't already know what you did." The air went still. Jonas froze mid-breath. Mom's eyes flicked up, confused. "What's that supposed to mean?" Ray's mouth snapped shut. Too late. The slip was out. The shouting grew louder, overlapping like waves crashing in a storm. Ray screamed, "You always loved Levi more, Mom! You gave him everything!" Marla shook her head, tears spilling. "That's not true." Jonas slammed the table. "Enough!" But Ray didn't stop. "You've all been covering for him. He's useless and you know it." Jonas's lips curled, his anger spilling faster than his control. "Levi's not even—" He stopped. His face went pale. I pushed off the doorway and stepped forward, my voice cutting through the chaos, low, steady, unshaken. You think this is about money? Their heads snapped toward me. I let the silence stretch, heavy as stone. No, it's about what you all did to me. The room froze. Not a sound. Just the hum of the fridge in the kitchen, and for the first time ever, they looked nervous. I was 19 when Jonas forged my name onto a loan. I still remember that bank office, the smell of burnt coffee, the cold air from the vent above, the clerk's bored voice as she slid papers across the desk. Your father's signature is here, but so is yours. You're responsible now. It wasn't my signature, but proving that against Jonas Hale? Impossible. I left that office with debt I never chose. Nights of working 2 jobs. My hands blistered, my body dead tired, while Ray partied with friends and Mom looked away. And when I begged for help, Ray smirked. Guess you're finally useful for something. That memory burned in me every time they called me lazy. Every time they blamed me for not doing enough. They all knew. Every single one of them. And none of them cared. Back in the present, Jonas lunged toward Ray. You stupid girl, why would you bring it up? Ray shoved him back. Because Mom deserves to know about the affair. The words sliced through the room. Mom's face broke apart. What? What affair? Jonas went silent. His mouth opened, closed, no sound. I didn't move, didn't flinch, because I'd known for years. I stepped forward, voice steady. Dad didn't just cheat on you, Mom. He used me to cover for him. The money, the loans, every lie he told, he dragged me into it. Mom's sobs tore through the silence. Ray's face twisted, a mix of anger and relief. Jonas looked at me like I was a stranger, and for once I held their gaze. All of them. The house shook with chaos. Mom screaming for answers, Ray cursing, Jonas pacing like a cornered animal. I stood in the middle, calm as stone. I gave you all my silence. Tonight, I give you the truth. Mom collapsed onto a chair, hands over her face. Her voice cracked. Why didn't you tell me sooner? I met her eyes. Because none of you ever wanted to hear me. Until now. The silence after was unbearable. And then, the most unexpected thing happened. Ray whispered, almost to herself. Maybe. He's right. I didn't slam the door, I didn't run. I walked out, slow, steady, free. Behind me, the house groaned with ghosts of arguments past. Levi! Mom's voice followed me onto the porch. Shaky, desperate. I turned. Her eyes were swollen, her face lined with regret. I'm sorry, she whispered, her words clumsy. Too late, but real. I nodded once. No anger left. Just release. They'll never see me the same again. And I don't need them to. Days passed. My phone lit up with missed calls, unread messages. I let them sit. Silence can be louder than any answer. For the first time in my life, my chest didn't feel heavy. I slept through the night without grinding my teeth. I woke up without dread. Revenge wasn't about destroying them. It was about letting the truth sit in their hands until it ate them alive. Healing, though, that part was mine. I wrote in my journal, for the first time, I don't carry their weight anymore. And when I closed the book, I felt lighter. If you were Levi, would you forgive or would you walk away forever? Tell me in the comments. Your voice matters here. Subscribe for more emotional stories like this. Like if you felt Levi's pain and his strength. Comment your own story. Because healing starts with sharing.